Okay, there we go. So what are we doing? We're doing the Pinnacle. And this one. Ancient artifacts. A violent display at the Museum of Lemurian History. Okay. Wow, this looks I don't know why this reminds me a lot of the first Golden Idol. Um, more so than anything seen so far. So this we just got the one screen, have we? Okay, so looks like he's been stabbed. Okay, so taser, but ready to go. He's Rowan Doyle. So should we just enter that in? No, we don't have any way to put that. Museum opens old wounds. Okay, let's leave that for the moment. Let's just get an overview. There's a disc which is full. How could he do that, Jack? It's so unlike him. Aurelia. So she's Aurelia. We've got no names. Do we not need to do names with this one? So that's Jack, Marie, and maybe that's Eugene. So maybe that's why we don't need to do it. Warrior Psyche. Dustan Locke. An unquenchable thirst for violence. Okay. There's more here. Walkie-talkie. Oh no, messages. Did it work? I believe so. Echo Secunda's memories. Okay, there's lots of information. There's going to be lots of reading, isn't there? Let's just again get an overview. So there's a couple of messages there. Again, this thing. The idol. And that's set to 1 minute, 1 day, 3 days, and 1 month, that looks to be. So I wonder if they all add up or whether they kind of compound somehow. Oh, there we go. That was what we saw. So or each of the discs, right, has gone in. An entertainment console from the Turmoil era. No longer works. A law enforcement automaton from the Restraint era, 800 BC. A Lemurian proverb is inscribed on the figure's lips. Loosely translated, it reads, "Discipline heals societal wounds." Okay, this is all, at the moment, very confusing. A military aircraft. Lemuria's army boasted a fleet of more than 1,000 such aircraft. When all flew together, they were to cloak entire cities in shadow. Okay, what's this? This is odd. A projection crystal. And what are these? Okay, projects public service announcements. The fictional sinner Ok. Warn against only the gravest of crimes. The precise nature of the crime depicted here has yet to be deciphered. Okay, so what's this? Drawings. So we need to figure out what these drawings are. So this one and then these ones. Okay, and then this one. What's that? Let's go out of here. Okay, what's that? That's down here. So it's lying on the ground. Okay. So we've only got half the words. Is there another room? If my calculations are correct, and if what I think just happened, I'm afraid you don't know how right you are. Okay. What the hell is that? Okay. Roll of sticky tape. Yeah, 1 minute. Oh, hang on a sec. Oh, 1,500 minutes, which was a day? 3 days, and then 1 month. I think that was right. June the 4th, June the 4th, 77. Memory giver LMSSA. Wonder what that is. SSA1. Oh, Echo. Echo Secunda. Disk LM2. Full. Okay. Oh, that's what we've just read. And then we've got 2 messages here. So max lens fitted, idle and target in position, area behind target cleared, ready to begin. Extracting memories in 3, 2, 1. So this is 10 o'clock. Completed inspections, no issues found, safe to continue, idle reoriented. Recipient seated and signaling to proceed, transferring memories. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Completed inspections, safe to continue. Okay, so that's less than 10 minutes. And then this one, recipient reports successful transfer, but says memories incomplete once more. Is already set to max, but recipient adamant. There is one thing I could try, could get us an extra 4.01 days worth. Okay. So that is the idea of adding them all together. So that adds them together to give an extra 1 month and 4 days and 1 minute. Okay, so anything else? There must be other things. There's nothing behind there, is there? No. Ah, the chap who's been stabbed. So what other him? There we go. A spear has pierced the man's shoulder. He's a security guard. Taser. Okay, where else to go here? Where else? Where else? Drawings. Okay, that's what, yeah, we had that already. But we've got more words to get, haven't we? How do we get out of here? There. Okay. Ah, there we go. A tank from the Progress era. The M490 tank. The blockbuster was often blamed for the Ravens' defeat. Okay. God, there's a lot of dense information here. Where else? Where else? Here. Okay. Product design trends through the ages. Display alarmed. Guards on premises at all times. Okay. So that's a lot of information there. Okay, that's the last of the things. That's good. Product design trends through the ages. So the Progress era, Golden era, Turmoil era, and Restraint era. Valeforge generated a short-lasting stealth shield. Harmonite softened the hearts of enemies on the battlefield. Emitted a multi-dimensional distress signal. Dematerialized household organic waste matter. Okay. And then we've got these things. And then that thing looks like it's probably been in there. Someone's stuck their hand in and got bloody. Don't know whether it's him or her or him. We don't know. Can't see any blood. Let's move myself up here. There's nothing there, is there? So we've got XX. So that's a big statue. What was this thing again? Entertainment console from the Turmoil era. So this had the different eras, right? Turmoil era. Make sure we write that down. So Turmoil. multi-dimensional distress. Assyrency. And let's link it with this somehow. Entertainment console. No longer works. Okay, what about these things? So this, so from the restraint, and this is a law enforcement. Automaton. Discipline heals societal wounds. And the restraint era. So, okay, restraint era. And this is what, a Vaporon. So, household waste. I don't know what any of this really means at the moment. What about this thing? That's the idle, set to the max with tape. Okay, so he's just put them all over each other. What's this thing? Is that no? This, yeah, these are the lenses. So he's put, yeah, again, that seems almost over milked at this point. The fact that he's stuck them all together. Let's look at this. It's a golden era, and it's an aircraft. Okay, and the golden era is Harmonite. Okay. Design trends. So was this one as well? It doesn't say anything. That looks a bit, but there's blood on it. So okay, so that's the thing that's been picked up. Well, we kind of knew that anyway, didn't we? What else is here? That's the disc. Okay, okay. Let's compare this to that in a second. But where's the other thing? This. So, Warrior Psyche. Dustan Lock. So what's that all about? Violence. Dustan Lock. So what do we need to figure out here? Drawings. So we need to figure out these. Alright. I don't quite know how we're going to do this, but let's give it a go. I still feel like there we go, the progress era. And this is a tank. Okay. And that correlates to the progress era. Veil Forge. Okay. Stealth Shield. Okay. So Stealth Shield, Soften the Hearts, Multi-dimensional stress signal, Household waste. And do these four things correlate? I think they must do. Yeah, product design trends through the ages. So, what would this one be? Okay, how do we link these then to the things? What have we got? A tank, an entertainment console. These are the big things though. So that are just made in a certain way. So what about if this had some similarities to this? Would they? Is that what we're looking for? That's the unknown psyche of the warrior. Military aircraft. What about these things? Ah! That? Yeah. So let's say that's the console. That goes with the console. Okay. And then what about this one? The red one. Tank. Maybe that one? I don't know. Military aircraft? Oh, military aircraft? No. I don't know what I'm looking for. I think I may be looking too deeply into this. So let's go into this. The projection crystal. In ancient Lemuria, naturally glowing crystals such as this one were used to project public service announcements. This particular narrative features the fictional sinner Ok. Okay, that's... Oh. No, it's Locke. Is that it? He was used to warn against only the gravest of crimes. Okay, so this is not Locke. This is Locke, not Ok. And let's read then the other information from these three. So yeah, he's taped them together. He's got a number here, which is like 341 billion, maybe? I don't know, but calculating something very big. So yes, location, he's added them all together. So this Echo Secunda, memory giver is Echo Secunda. No, who's Echo Secunda? LMSSA, Echo Secunda. And what have you got here? That's okay. Let's say woman. Did it work? I believe so. The feeling is less imposing than I'd imagined. My thoughts remain my own, but yes, I can also see Echo Secunda's memory clearly and on demand. But what do you see? Start right at the beginning and spare no detail. We have all night. Let's see, the furthest back memory. It appears to begin partway through a conversation. I'm missing vital context. I need you to look into something for me, please. Okay. While he works on that, let's try another memory. The most recent day, perhaps. Okay, let's see. I appear to be some sort of sentinel. I mean, Echo Secunda is. My task is to protect Lemuria from itself. Fascinating. A beam of light connects me to some strange device. There's a gem on my forehead that was supposed to prevent me from lying, but I found a way to deceive it. I've become the very thing I was supposed to be fighting against. For that I have suffered greatly. But I'm not done yet. I will never surrender. I will make them pay. Are you okay? Phew, thank you. I got a little wrapped up in that one. How are you getting on with my request? Okay. So what is it? So my task is to protect Lemuria from itself. And a beam of light connecting me, and a gem on my forehead. Okay. And what else is here? Aurelia. So this is Aurelia. I read about your new seal display. Want to know what it really is? My colleague Jack and I can show you. Just let us bring something we've been working on to the museum after hours one night. You might just have bagged your first piece of ancient Lemurian technology that actually works. And we can set a date. Auriel Toussaint. Okay. My calculations are correct. I'm afraid you don't know how right you are. But who's he talking to? Is it her? How could he do that, Jack? It's so unlike him. Okay. So he's done something. And I'm afraid you don't know how right you are. Max. A max lens fitted and target in position. Area behind target cleared, ready to begin. Extracting memories in 3, 2, 1. So 10:05. This all starts extracting memories. Safe to continue. Idle reoriented. Recipient is seated and signaling to proceed. So at 10:18, then they're starting to transfer memories. Okay. Recipient reports successful transfer at 10:35, but says memories incomplete once more. Yeah, okay, set to max. I suppose there's one thing I could try. Could get us an extra 4.01 days worth. Okay, so that's what he does. So I think we understand all of that. So what is this thing? What is this thing? This looks a bit like these things, doesn't it? Oh, a red crystal on the forehead, but none of those have that. Okay, so what is this thing? Someone's tried to grab that, so this is relevant, I think. So, what should I do here? Any blank bit to try and... So it's almost like a seahorse. Okay, I don't quite know what I'm doing here. So do we need to find out what that looks like? A projection crystal. So do any of these things look like that? No, they don't really, do they? No. Okay, so that's okay, so what are we doing here? Drawings and events. At the museum, somebody first used the something. Well, why don't we do what we know? So Jack, what's his name? Novak, first used the idol to take 1 month worth of memories, of somebody's memories, How do we know that? Disk LM2 full. Memory giver LMSSA, AKO Echo Secunda. So they tried with a month first. To take 1 month of and then one month of Echo Secunda's memories. So what would that be? From the disk, and give them to who is this chap? What's going on down here? Who is he? Anyway, but he wanted more, so Jack Novak used the other lenses, all the lenses together. Jack Novak thought this would increase okay. Add. He thought they would add, because that's what he wrote in his book. Add the effects of the idol, of the lenses together. Instead, it caused the effects to multiply. So who's that chap? Why am I missing who he is? So Rowan Doyle, okay. Rowan Doyle. Who is he? Rowan Doyle. Rowan Doyle. That's completely wrong. At the museum, Jack Novak first used the idol to take 1 month's worth of Echo Secunda's memories from the disc and give them to Rowan Doyle. All right, what have we misinterpreted here? Okay, and what I think has happened. I'm afraid you don't know how right you are. So disc LM2 is full. Memory giver is Echo Secunda. Okay. All right. Max lens fitted. Let's look at the timings of these. So that's 10:03. Oh, we don't have a time here. Did it work? The feeling is less imposing than I'd imagined. My thoughts remain over, but yes, I can also see Echoes clearly and on demand. I need you to look into something for me, please. While he works on that, let's try another memory. The most recent one, perhaps. I need you to look into something for me, please. I mean, Echo Secunda is being like, well, I'm not done. How are you getting on with my request? What's his request then? Seal display. I want to know what it really is. My colleague Jack and I can show you. Just let us bring something we've been working on to the museum. You might just have bagged your first piece of ancient Lemurian technology. So, events. Okay. I'm not entirely sure. Robert Doyle. What's this? Okay. Museum opens old wounds. Hesperian Museum announced plan to unveil an ancient Lemurian seal next week, sparking fury within the eastern continent. Showcased the seal from Monday 3 years ago. Demanded all such seals be returned to their countries of origin. Aurelia Winston, curator at the museum, said, I don't see what all the fuss is about. History belongs to everyone. Okay. What's going on here? So that's the idol. They've all been done together, but they've been multiplied so that he's calculated that's the multiplication. I feel like I'm kind of understanding it all, but obviously not. The messages I'm not fully getting. Maximum lens fitted, idle, and target in position. Ready to begin. Extracting memories. Recipient seated and signaling to proceed. 10:03, 10:35, but says memories incomplete once more. But recipient adamant, I could get us an extra 4.1 days. Okay, but then we don't have the timing of these messages, this walkie-talkie. How could he do that, Jack? It's so unlike him. But is she talking to him? So his is like a dictaphone. Is that right? His is a dictaphone. His is a dictaphone, and hers is a tape recorder. What's this? That's that thing, yeah. And hers is a tape recorder. They look so identical. Well, no, of course they would be identical. They're both the same, aren't they? So she's asking, in the first instance, I believe so. The feeling is less imposing than I'd imagined. My thoughts remain my own, but yes, I can see. Start right at the beginning. The furthest back memory, partway through a conversation. Ah. So, and then he says, right, I had read that as Novak saying it, but okay, it's the man saying, Novak, I need you to look into something for me, please. Gotcha. So he's asking Novak to up the strength. And then she asks him, while he works on that, let us try another memory. The most recent day, perhaps. Okay, let's see. My task is to protect, so on and so on and so on. Okay, but I'm not done yet. I will never surrender. Are you okay? Phew, thank you. I got a little wrapped up in that one. Novak, how are you getting on with my request? Okay, so then they up the ante. So I do understand that. I think I've got that. And what does he then do? Well, he just becomes incredibly violent, and wants the Lemurian thing or whatever his cultural. But okay, let's do this one. No, this one. Let's get rid of that. Oh, no, not this one. Let's try this one. So at the museum, Jack Novak first used the idol to take 1 month worth of Echo Secunda's memories. Is that right? Why do we think that's the case? 1 month. Why do we think it was 1 month first? Why do we think it was 1 month first? Because the only way that then he could make it stronger, because he says he'd add an extra 4 days, so it must have been 1 month of Echo Secunda's memories. Ah, is it possible that they are not Echo Secunda? Could it be Durston Locke? Yeah, because that's actually to the violent thing. I'm missing something here, aren't I? I'm missing something again. So this is Durston Locke, thirst for violence and the ultimate mind, prominent figure in ancient Lemurian mythology, an unquenchable thirst for violence. Okay. A projection crystal. In ancient Lemuria, naturally glowing crystals such as this one were used to project public service announcement. This particular narrative features the fictional sinner, Ok. He was used to warn against only the gravest of crimes. So the crime depicted here has yet to be deciphered. I wonder if it's suicide. We've got, looks like discs, doesn't it? Military aircraft. So there's a blue crystal on here and red. There's glass fragments on him, maybe. What's this? That's the idol. That's the games console. Is that in this picture? That looks like 1 day, the symbol for 1 day. No, I don't know. Okay, back here. Jack first used the idol to take 1 month. Yeah, Ock. Who's the Ock thing? Ock and Lock. So this is Durston Lock, and Ock is the Secunda chap, Echo Secunda. So Jack Novak first used the idol to take 1 month's worth of Echo Secunda's memories from the disc and give them to Rowan Doyle. But Rowan Doyle wanted more, so Jack Novak used all the lenses together. Jack thought this would add the effects of the lenses together. Instead, it causes the effects to multiply. Okay. So what's wrong with that? I feel fairly comfortable with that, and yet it's completely incorrect. It's not that there's just one or two things wrong. Wanted more, said Jack Novak. Man. Why? Oh, it's woman, man. Yeah. Need to look into something for me, please. All right, let's keep going. And then, so what's more events? What happened here? Immediately afterwards, I don't know what happened afterwards. I think we need to try and get the drawings done. But immediately after, I'm missing something completely here. Let's start again. Let's go through these things. Like all other ancient Lemurian technology in this museum, this device does not work. Okay, so nothing in this museum supposedly works. Discipline heals societal wounds. Aircraft. Okay, and this one is the tank. Okay. And what's this guy? The Warrior Psyche by unknown artiste. Durston Lock. Okay, and then we've got this thing, which is bloody. So he tried to take it. Did this fit somewhere? What else? Yeah, we've got the 3 people. We know that. We know that. Yeah, they're all there. All things are there. Okay. Oh, this is proving trickier. Trickier by the minute. So what does this mean? So disk LM2 SSA. What does SSA stand for then? SSA full. So disk 2 LM2 is full. Memory giver LM SSA1, aka Echo Secunda. Okay. Now this is okay. Ancient Lemurian seal next week. So okay, so seal. A sparking fury. I have demanded all such seals be returned to their countries of origin. Hesperians desert to admire these decorative ornaments too. Okay, so it's a Hesperian museum. And oh, it's called the Hesperian Museum, but it's for Lemurian. The Museum of Lemurian History will showcase the seal, but Lemurian leaders have demanded all such seals be returned to their countries of origin. Okay, so I don't really know what that means. Is Lemuria, Hesperians deserve to admire these decorative ornaments too? History belongs to everyone. I don't really understand the difference between Hesperian and Lemurian. Is one of them a country, one of them a continent? But also a Hesperian museum announced plans to unveil an ancient Lemurian seal. I see. So it's called the Museum of Lemurian History. Okay, so that would be like the Museum of Egyptian History in the UK. It's, yeah. So the people of, yeah, okay, Lemuria might be upset about that. Okay, so then which of these things is Lemurian? Yeah, that is Lemurian. From the restraint area, loosely translated. Yeah, well, this is an also. So it's a Lemurian museum, because of course they're all going to be Lemurian things. Oh God, I'm just going round and round again. I feel like a projection crystal. In ancient Lemuria, naturally glowing crystals such as this one were used to project public service announcements. So that thing is the public service announcement. This thing on the ground. This particular narrative features the fictional sinner Ok. Who was Ok again? The fictional sinner Ok. He was used to warn against only the gravest of crimes. This is the gravest of crimes. So green and red. Where was the thing about a red crystal on the head? I read about your new seal display. Want to know what it really is. Ah, so the idol. Ah, so they're talking about the idol. It's talking about the idol. Ancient Lemurian seal. I don't understand the seal. What's a seal? Maybe it's, yeah, I don't understand what a seal is. How could he do that, Jack? It's so unlike him. It's because he's someone else. He's right. Let's try a little bit more with this thing. Can we get this up at the same time? No, we can't. That's annoying. We can't move them. Oh, yeah, we can move them. Okay. Oh. No, that's not what we wanted, is it? We wanted the other thing up. So first, what the hell is this? Product design trends through the ages. Display alarmed. So that's something. The alarm could have been set off and fire an arrow at him. So this is, there we go. There we managed to get them up. Although, yeah, we don't have the names. We need to get this thing up, don't we? That's the key one, I think. Fictional sinner Ok. I'm completely at a loss again. I don't know where to go from here. I feel like I must be missing something again. Is that shape relevant? It must be. Yeah, that must be relevant, right? So it's like owl of death. Now, is that in here in any way? No. Is it in here? No. No. Okay. That. No. What am I missing? What am I missing? That's him. What am I missing? What am I missing? What am I missing? It's got to be this. What about all of these things? These lights. There's something there, isn't there? There's something similar. Oh no, that's the yeah, that's simply the literature about them. Okay. So what's gone on here? He's put his hand in to grab this thing, bleeding. Oh, what's that in here? So would he have been holding the spear? Would he have come to life? No. Oh, what's this? Oh yeah. No, warrior psyche. But does look like he's holding, like he's got blood. So would he have put his hands in? Has he been turned to stone? Is this Auriel Toussaint? That doesn't make sense because of this. Depicts Dustan Locke. I'm reaching into weird territory. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't understand what this... Can we analyse this just as is? As is. Oh, maybe we can. So a green light, eyes. So green light here. It's also a different shape, isn't it? So feet here, arms. So green light and a beak. But he's the same. So it's the green light and the beak. So green light, eyes and a beak. Okay. And then, so disc, a full disc with a face. Then there'd be an empty disc here, and it would give a red. Where was the red? Where was the thing about the red dot on the forehead? Oh, it was in his talking. So okay, maybe that's worth looking at again. So a red disc. Well, we need to go the other way. I think we need to go this way, left to right. So he's got a red disc and a face, but he downloads it and he loses his identity and his mouth, his voice. So he loses his eyes. So red crystal, but he loses his eye. It turns to green crystal, and he loses his eyes and mouth. But there's an arrow to the mouth. Oh no, that's that's the cursor. Okay. And then this one, so similar to this one. Oh no, let's do this one. So this one here. So if he turns this one, what's he? Ah, yes. I think this becomes the thing he's holding. This is the thing that he's holding. So if he's holding, so this is red, yeah, head. And this is holding. So now, head green, but no eyes, no mouth. Then red crystal, eyes, mouth. So he sees what the person sees, speaks what the person speaks, and there's a full disc. What does that mean? I don't quite understand that. And there's a full disc here. And then finally, we've got is holding a red crystal. So if he's holding a red crystal, then it goes from, why would this make sense? A drooping beak to a regular beak, and also like a head of hair. Okay, and a green crystal, holding green crystal. Okay, and holding red crystal up here. Okay. And so he loses there, he loses the beak. Well, the beak gets smaller and the head gets smaller. Drooping beak to a regular beak, and a tuft of hair shortens. Okay. So, what is this then? Is this something that, if this was something he was holding? Is this, if he's holding it, maybe it's not what he's holding. Let's go back to the woman then and watch what he says. He says the furthest back memory, but now a beam of yeah, okay. My task is to protect Lemuria from itself. A beam of light connects me to some strange device. There's a gem on my forehead that was supposed to prevent me from lying, but I found a way to deceive it. I will make them pay. So then when it was done again and it became stronger, God knows. Call me and set a date, Oriel. My colleague Jack and I can show you. So why would he be here? Ah, maybe it's Oriel Toussaint. Yeah, okay. Maybe it's to take 1 month of Echo's memories from the disc and give them to Oriel. So just because he's not there in shot. And I think the same again, right? Oriel Toussaint. Yeah, okay, there we go. Well, I was pretty much there. Okay, right. So that was that. The drawings. Ah, now we need to figure these out. Well, let's do them in sequence. That makes some sense. So first, crikey. So first, oh, so is this a sequence of events? Ah, is this? I think this is one thing by itself. So let's close these two things down. So first, how would it be ok? I'm not following this at all. Ok? Why would it be crow or deer? I can't even know where those words are there. Let's try ok. So first ok. What does he do? He oh, what's this thing? What is this thing? Oh, he removes his identity. Takes all Golden Idol memories? No. Takes all of his. All memories from but how are we supposed to know what these are? Does it say what these things are? We're used to project public service announcements. The fictional sinner Ok, the gravest of crimes. Oh, so is one of these a deer and one of them a crow? Well, that looks like a crow. That's probably a crow. What would that be? Would that be a deer? Is that a deer? That's a deer. So is this a crow? Oh, it's a crow because that's a crow. So this must be a crow. Okay, this is weird and warped. So first, Ok takes some, not all of them, some memories from Crow and does what? Is this deer? Takes some memories from Crow. So that's taking some memories from Crow and then gives them no. And gives them to deer? No, that's not even an option. And gives them hang on a sec. Oh, maybe are they linked? Are they this way around? No, they've got to be like this, haven't they? Yeah, that's the connection. Is here. So he Ok. Oh, so would green be give? No, he's taking some memories from here because look, he has now nothing. But then what does he do here? He takes some memories from Crow Let's maybe start at the bottom. So next, ok. No. Hang on a sec. So he is now this chap. So now this is. Who is this? Deer. No, it can't be deer. Yeah. It's deer. Next, deer. What? Ok takes memories and gives them a. And what? And I am so confused. First, ok takes. Would green be takes or gives? But he takes them, doesn't he? Because here, crow has some features. He has a mouth and, I don't know, ears and eyes, and here he has nothing. So he's taken them. So he's taken, and some, not all of them, because here he has all of them, memories from crow. And what does he do with them? He's nowhere else to be seen, or up until the bottom. It gives and gives them to deer. Yeah, maybe gives them to deer. Oh, but that's not an option. It gives them to disc. He takes the memories here. Oh! Oh! So this is then a close-up, is it? This is a close-up. Yes! It's a close-up and gives them to disc. Right. Right. I'm overthinking it again. Overthinking it again. And gives them to the disc here. Okay. Next. Oh dear, oh dear. But what's this? So if this must be, is this crow again? So this is crow? So next crow, that's crow, right? Right? But where would the deer ever be? The deer is there. Oh, the deer is here. Oh no, so what's that? So what happens here? What happens here? We've got the disc is full here and here. So next, what happens here? So it's gives. We think, oh no. What happens here? Maybe it's deer. Yeah, deer here. Deer takes. Deer. No, it can't take, can he? Oh, yeah, he can. Oh, can he? Pop takes some memories from a crow and gives them to a disc. Next, well, maybe it's just the disc then. Oh no, except that wouldn't fit there. Next, the deer. That becomes. I'm totally confused. Let's come back down to here. So as a result, something crow ok or maybe this is a misnomer, this kind of idea of them being here, and gives them to a disc. Next, God Almighty, what is this all happening? What is happening here? Next, let's see if we can't go back. So this is ok. This is ok. What's the very last thing? As a result, comma, something, something, something. So it's got to be ok. And what does he do? He takes ok takes crow. I don't know about that, because it seems like he only takes some of crow. But next, ok takes some memories from crow and gives them to a disc. Next, so what is this thing? Let's say that this is a crow. I don't understand that the crow is, this appears to be the crow. Is this also the crow? I think so. I think always this is the crow and the disc is the deer. There's certainly a picture of a deer on the disc. In this one we used to project public service announcement. The fictional sinner Ok, who was used to warn against only the gravest of crimes, has yet to be deciphered. Okay. So Ok, he takes it, doesn't he? He takes it. Oh, maybe. Oh, is this the idol that he's holding? And gives them to a golden idol. Could that be it? So he takes them from here into the golden idol. Maybe. Okay. Next, Ok. Oh no. Next, the golden. Oh, bollocks. So it's not the idol though. Next, Ok becomes the idol. Next, Ok becomes some. Oh, this is. I feel like I'm lost here, but I think it's going to allow me to get further, but I'm not sure it's the right direction. So next, Ok becomes some memories from the crow. Oh, from the golden idol. And no, this doesn't make sense. No. Next Ock takes some memories from... I don't understand what this is at all. So this is Ock. I think I've got to start again here. Let's start again. And is there anything else we can read that gives us any information about this? Events 2. I don't know what that is. This thing does look, it could be one of those things, doesn't it, that he's holding. And nothing else here. Full disc. Announced plan. An ancient Lemurian seal. Seal 800 BC. To be returned to their countries. Yes. I believe so. The feeling is less imposing than I'd imagined. My thoughts remain my own, but yes, I can also see Echo Secunda's memories clearly and on demand. Well, what do you see? Start right at the beginning. So he asked Novak to look into something. So this is Toussaint speaking. Let's try another memory. The most recent day, perhaps. I appear to be some sort of sentinel. Ah, that. I wonder if that's it. My task is to protect Lemuria from itself. The beam of light connects me to some strange device. There's a gem on my forehead, supposed to prevent me from lying, but I found a way to deceive it. I've become the very thing I was supposed to be fighting against. For that, I've suffered greatly, but I'm not done yet. Phew, thank you. I got a little wrapped up in that one. So I appear to be some sort of sentinel. So sentinel. I mean, Echo Secunda's protect Lemuria from itself. Fascinating. A beam of light connects me to some strange device, and there's a gem on my forehead that's supposed to stop me from lying. Okay, but I found a way. Right, but he can deceive it. Right. I mean, I'm not sure that it helps. But, okay, so let's go back into here, and we're trying to get these. Let's close that down. Oh, God. God! Ah, right. Okay. Naturally glowing crystals to project public service announcements. Public service announcements. Now, which direction? I mean, I'm assuming that they go here to here to here to here, but might they not? Yeah, because there we've got them. This now becomes that, and that goes to that. This is that. That's the same, isn't it? That's the same as that, and this then becomes that, and this is the Ock holding this and doing that. So let's just. So Ock, what does he do here? He takes some of the crows, some memories from the crow, and so he takes some of the memories from Crow, bam, and gives them to a disc. Yes, that does make sense. And gives them to a disk. Next, what's this? The disk? No. The deer? No. The idol? No. So what would it be? And gives them. And next, the deer. The deer. I mean, it's. Next, ock. The deer. Takes. Oh no, gives. I guess. Or I'm slightly confused with the words. But gives all of the memories. So hang on a sec. If he's taken some of the memories from the thing and put them in the disk, and then what happens here then? We go from green to red. Yeah. So the disk keeps something, but it's almost like it recharges. That the crow recharges, and the deer stays the same. The disk stays the same. So let's go back to that. Let's try again at the end. So and then as a result, Crow remains Crow. Except he's not really Crow, is he? He's half Crow. But okay, but that's the sequence. This ends there. I mean, that would be very philosophical. So next, deer, or the disc, but it can't be the disc, so deer gives was 0. It appears to give 0 memories to. What is this? Is this the crow? Yeah, it is the crow. Oh, to the something else. Oh, it's not. God almighty, this is confusing. God almighty, this is confusing. So next, the deer, or the disc, maybe it can't be disc, so deer gives okay, the deer gives, what about if it gives all memories to the disc? I don't quite understand that, but and then what? God almighty. No. Next, I don't understand what happens here. So what happens here is he takes some of the memories. So here he takes the it's like the thing. The crow takes some of the memories, but where from if this is still full? Maybe they're copied? I just really don't get this. I really don't get this. Deer gives all the memories to the disc. I don't really understand the deer though. Like the deer is like, crow. It's one of these things that. That's not a deer, is it? I mean, if anything, it looks like a. Is that supposed to be a deer? Next, deer, because that is empty. So deer gives, could be all or could be 0 memories to the disc. No, that doesn't make sense. And is this supposed to be the golden idol? Next, deer gives 0 memories to the disc and becomes them. No, it can't be becomes. Gives them. No, takes all the memories. Takes all the memories from the disc and gives them to the crow. As a result, crow remains crow. Gives them to, so it could be Ock. Completely wrong. Ock takes some memories from crow. This looks like it's crow. What am I missing here? This looks like it's crow there, and this is the same but just reduced. His hair is lower, his beak is shorter, and then up here it looks the same, but he's got no eyes, no hair, or no ears if there are ears, and no mouth. And the deer though here, but then the disc is empty here, so what's happening there? Gives them to a disc. Next, so maybe this is a lot quicker. Ock takes some memories from crow and becomes them? Maybe. Becomes them? No, that becomes them doesn't make sense, does it? And becomes, no, and gives them to the golden idol from crow. Gives them to the golden idol. Ah! No. We've got green here, and then we've got red. We've got red here, green, red, green. So there's something happening here. There's something happening here, something happening here, and something happening here. So what is here? Here, he's taking memories from the crow. But it's a depleted crow, isn't it? So if we were to start here, he's taking memories from the crow. Ah, so that is interesting. Yes. Because that's the reverse action, and yet the same thing is happening as that is diminishing. So what does that mean? Ah, is this supposed to be the deer? So this becomes this. So that's that, and then that's in the disk, and then the disk is in back into the idol, but we're just back to here, and then the idol is back into the crow. But how's that the case? So we've got half a crow here. So he takes some memories from the crow and gives them to a disk, and then takes all the memories from the disk and gives to the crow, or Ok, and gives to Ok. As a result, Ok becomes crow. Okay. So Ok. Is this the deer? The problem is it looks too different to this. The ears are longer, the mouth is shorter. But that, having said that, that doesn't particularly. So is that a deer? But then the only one we have is a crow here. So why don't we try that? So if he takes some memories from the deer and gives them to a disc here, that would make some sense. Next, what happens here? The disc. But how can that be the deer? Maybe. All right. So that next, the deer takes all memories from the disc and gives them to the idol. No, it can't be the golden idol. Takes all the memories from the disc and gives them to this, the sentinel, to the deer then. And gives them to the deer, the crow. Oh my goodness gracious me. Some memories from the deer and gives them to a disc. And next, Ok takes all the memories from the disc and gives them to this thing. But what is this thing at this point? It's a deer. As a result, crow becomes deer. Oh, there's a little tremble of relief. Oh, we're getting closer. God. Okay. As a result, crow becomes deer. So this is a deer. Yeah, the pictures are disappointing, aren't they? So Ok takes all memories from deer and gives to disc. Next, Ock takes I don't understand. Is it Ock or the deer? Deer takes. Right. Yeah, there's no real relief or sense of achievement there. Just mainly because the pictures are so damn confusing. Yeah, no way in my life would I guess that was a deer. That certainly looks like a crow. But the deer, if that's a deer, it just looks like a crow without the plume and the beak. Okay, so be it, so be it, so be it. Relief to have got that done. How are we getting on? Events. So immediately afterwards, what have we got here? Words. So Auriel, are we going to, let's just see where we get with Toussaint. Auriel, what was he? Vaporized? No. But he became, immediately afterwards, when the something to the something something and the something something something. Immediately afterwards. Okay, let's get up events 1. So at the museum, first use the idol to take 1 month's worth of echoes from the, and give them to Auriel. He wanted more, so he used all the lenses together. Thought this would add the effects of the lenses together. Instead, it caused the effects to multiply. Immediately afterwards, Auriel Toussaint, so he stole, he put his hand through the glass to get that thing and stabbed through a spear at a security guard. Okay. So why don't we try that from the end? Through a spear. So Toussaint threw a spear at, what was his name? Rowan Doyle? Is that the one? At Rowan Doyle. And then vaporized? Or ran? Fled? Yeah, that's more likely than but maybe we should look for evidence of that. Auriel Toussaint something a something. Which something something something. Oh, he stole the grabbed. He grabbed an artifact. A spear, maybe it's a spear. No, a veil forge. Now, what was the thing he took then? Back up, back out, back out. He grabbed. What are these things? A veil forge. Generate a short. No, okay. What's a progress area? Progress era. So did we figure out which eras these were all from? So he grabbed this, right? Which was from which era? Generated a short-lasting stealth shield around the user. But maybe he vaporized. Soften the hearts of enemies. Multi-dimensional distress signal. Short-lasting stealth shield. Okay. So he grabbed a... He'd grabbed one of these things, didn't he? I'm not sure, but which alerted the security guard. Okay. When the... What happened? When the something to something. Oh, I see. When the taser failed to work? Deploy? Failed to work? So the Veil Forge. So I think maybe what it is, it's the... He grabbed... Ah. It could be he grabbed a Siren Sea, but which failed to protect him then is what it did. Auriel Toussaint. Or maybe it's something else. Alright, yeah, I'm not sure what happened here. What did he do was in character. I'm afraid you don't know how right you are. So he must have grabbed this. But the spear, yes, bloody hand, and then he grabbed the spear. When something failed to work. So, so he grabbed something that failed to work. So he grabbed this thing. And what is this supposed to do? I guess it's supposed to be the Sentinel thing. Maybe that's what it is. Now, where was this from? How do we work out where this is from? This is from the... we did write these down. Oh my goodness, okay. Let me write that down. No. Previous one. Right. Sentinel stops me lying. Stops me lying. But I've managed to deceive it. Hand through glass. Through the spear at the security guard. Turmoil era. Siren Sea. Entertainment console. So that's that one. Entertainment era. A Veil Forge progress era. That's the tank. Our shield around the user. So that's not that, is it? No. And then restraint era, a Vaporon. Household waste. But then the thing that softens the hearts of of enemies. But he didn't throw it in the heart, threw it in the shoulder. Okay, I'm again slightly confused as to what happened here. Immediately afterwards, I said it caused the effect to multiply. Immediately afterwards, yeah, whoever grabbed the thing from the thing also grabbed the spear. He threw a spear when the He tried the taser? No, so why don't we try that, which protected. No, that's not an option. Placated. Immediately afterwards, so somebody, something or something. Okay, let's get rid of this, start again. I'm not sure that it's the taser here, but I'm pretty sure that that last bit's got to be correct. Auriel Toussaint threw a spear at Rowan Doyle and then fled. But then immediately afterwards grabbed a... Yeah, that does make sense, wouldn't it be? Grabbed a... whatever it was, a Vaporon or a Veilforge, or a... It's one of those two, I think. A Veilforge, Vaporon... It's the household waste. Which... yeah. A Vaporon... I don't know. But that's not the thing that we need. So immediately afterwards, he grabbed that. Auriel Toussaint grabbed a something. Which, yeah, alerted the security guard. It does kind of make sense, doesn't it? Rowan Doyle, because the alarm would have gone off. But when something to something. So maybe it's when the Veilforge failed to work. Okay, what about Vaporon then? Okay. Oh, God! Immediately afterwards. How could he do that, Jack? It's so unlike him. Yeah, I think that's... And if what I think just happened, I'm afraid you don't know how right you are. So it's not him. Someone's grabbed something from in here. Guards on premises at all times. It does seem very likely. Okay, could it be one of the others? So immediately afterwards, somebody else grabbed something. But when would the... No, because the blood is around here and on here. So whoever threw the spear... So it does seem to be Auriel Toussaint grabbed a... Smashed a... Is that an option? Smashed? Grabbed, concealed, no, grabbed a, whatever it is. It might be a siren sea. I don't think it is. No. Auriel Toussaint threw a spear at that doesn't quite track, does it? So he grabbed something. I don't know why. I think it's a Vaporon, but there's probably more information. We could figure that out. But when there's something to something. When the... Alright. Oh, the idol. failed to work. No, oh God, I don't know what on earth's going on here. Let's emitted a multi-dimensional distress signal. So orange, red, purple and blue. Orange, red, purple and blue. So well, that's red and blue. Let's do that then. So the golden era is red. The golden era is red, which is this. The progress. Oh, that's the progress era, literally. So that's not red. So the colours don't correlate. The restraint era. This is not the restraint. It's the golden era. Okay. From the golden era. What about the colour of these? Like a blue crystal. Blue crystal. Alright, I'm starting to get a little bit bored with this. So what do we do? What happened afterwards? That's the most logical thing, is that he grabbed something from the case, the glass case, which alerted the security guard. And we've got the name right, have we? Let's just double check that, because I'm just going from memory. But what's his name? Ah, come on. Rowan Doyle. Yeah, so we have got that, his name, which alerted Rowan Doyle. Now, when the something, Oriota threw a spear. When the, yeah, this is the thing. I don't know which one of these things it is. Harmonite. What's Harmonite? Was that an era? Oh, it is a Harmonite. Soften the enemies. But they wouldn't be enemies, would they? Or would they? They must protect Lemuria at all costs. So maybe they are. So when the Harmonite failed to work, it can't be this though. Oriole Toussaint grabbed a Harmonite. To soften the hearts of enemies. A Veil Forge. Multi-dimensional distress signal. Siren Sea. So what is this? And how do we know which era it's from? Come on, how do we know which era this is from? All we know is it's not from this era. Okay, let's. So which one's that? It's not from the Siren Sea, from the Turmoil. Okay, so that's a start. So it's not Turmoil. Okay. And what would these things be? I mean, this looks like the tank thing, doesn't it? The tank. And the tank is which one? The tank is the Progress era. So if he grabbed a Veil Forge, it would make sense. Yeah, it makes sense for why he would then attack. What's this thing? He grabbed that. Dematerialized household organic waste matter. And that looks most like that, doesn't it? What's that? Restraint era. So in which case it's most likely to be golden, yeah, harmonite, or a siren sea. Come on. Immediately afterwards, somebody grabbed something. So who are the other people that could grab something? Let's look. Immediately afterwards, who else grabbed something? And she doesn't appear to have anything. It could be him. Immediately grabbed a taser. But that, yeah, it doesn't make sense that way round, because if he grabbed a taser, which alerted Toussaint, the whole thing is Toussaint grabs the thing, and it's definitely Toussaint that grabs it. Yeah, I mean, he's the only one. They all know that nothing in here works. His taser is ready to go, so he doesn't use it. What else happens here? Memory giver. Museum of Lemurian history. Come on, I'm getting bored. I'm just getting bored. Yeah, what about this? Come on, incorrect. Immediately afterwards, Auriel Toussaint grabbed something which alerted the security guard. That all tracks. Whether this is right or not, I don't know about that. But when the Harmonite failed to work, that's again, this might not be right. But when this was add to the effect of the lenses, it's not there. I don't think it's anything to do with the lenses. Threw a spear at Rowan Doyle and then fled. Could have vaporized. I mean, that isn't immediately right, but why don't we try these two things and these two things, see if that makes a difference. Alright, it's got to be something wrong with the people then. Immediately afterwards, somebody, something or something. Let's stop. Let's do it again. Stop and go back. Oh my God. Well, we're like 99% sure that he threw a spear at Robert Doyle, right? And then, I mean, he might have vaporized, but that surely is the case. That surely is the case. Auriel Toussaint. Immediately afterwards, Auriel Toussaint threw a spear, which so it can't be used there. Auriel Toussaint threw a spear, which something Rodney Rowan Doyle. But what would it do? Which it can't vaporize him because there he is. Which placated? Not really the right word, is it? Which petrified, which fled. No, so it can't be there, so it has to be down here. Through a spear at Rowan Doyle. Okay, Rowan Doyle, and then fled. Or we don't know that he fled. The only other options, he could have vaporized or petrified. So, yeah. So when the what happened though, when there's something to something, it could be when the memories. So when the memories failed to take through a spear, when the disc lenses taser valve more. I really do need to figure out what these things are, don't I? Because that is gonna help. But I don't quite know how to do that. From the restraint era, law enforcement automaton, 800 BC, loosely translated, discipline heals societal wounds. Is that relevant? Discipline heals societal wounds. So if this guy he would be this discipline thing is interesting. An ancient Lemurian proverb, so this would be very meaningful for him with the new memories. Entertainment console, thing works. Military aircraft, M940 tank, Raven's defeat, main guns prone to jamming. Abstract statue, Dewston Lock. Okay, alright, let's read some more of these things. Yeah, that's all fine. The Emerson announced painting about ancient Lemurian seal at auction nearly. Yeah, so this again, this 800 BC, the seal that the Lemurian leaders have demanded. So once he has all these old memories, he'd be furious, wouldn't he? Immediately afterwards, it's almost certainly him again. Oh, maybe it's not. Why don't we say he's Echo? Echo Secunda. Oh, that's interesting. Echo Secunda. That is interesting. So stole or grabbed a Echo Secunda grabbed a, we don't know what it was, but which failed to work. Oh, no, which alerted Rowan Doyle. Alerted. Immediately afterwards grabbed something. I still think it's this one, but when the veil, when the what? Veil Forge failed to work. Echo, and then fled. Oh God, it's so annoying. Why on earth would you think that it's actually he's turned into Echo Secunda? Crikey almighty. Okay, this is where I expected to be about half an hour ago. I thought I was almost there. So it might not be these two. So if it's not that, then this one It could be, or it could be this one. Oh no, I think we wanted to go with the, okay, that one's right. I'm annoyed at myself for not having figured out the Vaporon thing. I wonder if it gives us a clue as to why that was the case. So the disc contained Echo's entire lifetime's worth of memories. Because the lens's effect multiplied, the idol took all these memories and gave them to Auriel Toussaint. This had the effect of transferring Echo Secunda's mind and personhood into Auriel's body. Okay. Suddenly finding himself in unfamiliar territory, Echo Secunda sought to defend himself and escaped. Okay. All right, a little bit, yeah, fair enough. Crikey, I feel exhausted after that, my goodness. All right, we'll read this all later. Let's stop there.